Morning, PTSD Buddies. Just wanted to have like a real chat today. I've been kind of experiencing some of the same comments, I guess, that we've been all dealing with on a regular basis. But people are saying, like when they run into you or whatever, oh, you seem like you're doing really good. You seem so much better. And I think that people tend to forget that, yeah, we all have bad days. Like as a society, every single one of us has a bad day. But what it takes for people that have anxiety, depression, PTSD, the whole realm of things that we have to put ourselves through just to get out of the door. So sometimes I often think that, you know, those tags you can get for your dogs that say do not pat or do not touch, do not approach, that maybe we should have those as well. Because I know that most of the time, if I go out, for me to feel 100% comfortable and safe, I have one of my support people with me. So literally, my husband's always with me, or my son, or my sisters are also who I feel the safest with. So even if I go over to a family's home, or even my parents, and I mean, I love my parents and they've been there for me no matter what, and have really been there for me since this all happened. But I still have that, when I get to their place, I have to like talk to myself in my head almost, practice my breathing and my grounding techniques so I don't come across as awkward as I feel like I'm feeling. I know that when I do have to go down the road to get groceries or necessities or whatnot by myself, I literally have to psych myself up before I even leave the house. Then again, once I get to the location and have to get out of the vehicle, I have to do the same thing again. So it's like a constant reassurance that you have to give to yourself. And then, God forbid, you're in a location that you have yourself so psyched up that you can do this, and someone approaches you that knows you. And that's another thing that I find a little difficult, because a lot of my memories I can't access. And they said that stuff should eventually come back. But it's, I guess, as my therapist says, it's a regression, and anything that pained me is locked in there. Just like, it wasn't one traumatic event that led me to this state of my life. It was a huge traumatic event that happened in 2017 that kind of catapulted, I guess, or, unveiled everything that I had locked away from being in an abusive relationship and being sexually assaulted. But the trauma that I experienced in April of 2017, that unlocked the doors to a lot. And it's dealing with things that you thought you already dealt with, but then dealing with a whole other can of worms on top of it. It's strange. And I mean, you try to live a normal life, or a somewhat normal life, and I have friends that really care about me, and they try, but it's the same thing that, you want to be there, you want to still be one of the girls and still do all these things, but it's not that you don't trust your friends, but you don't trust yourself around your friends. If you know what that means. Like, if I have a huge panic attack or an anxiety attack, or I just feel like I have to fly, fight or flight syndrome, they don't quite get that. When, ask you if you're okay because you suddenly became quiet. It's not that you're trying to be avoiding them or being that awkward one in the room. It's you have to stop and talk to yourself inside your own head and remember to breathe and to focus and not put so much pressure on yourself, but it's a constant. And unless they deal with it, they really don't understand. And even a lot of the times, I guess, the people closest to you too kind of tend to forget because, you know, you've kind of faked it to make it as long as you have, and it gives that false illusion or false sense of you're doing okay. But, you know, we all, you know, do as the best that we can. And I mean, every single person that I've spoke to in the professional field since being diagnosed with PTSD in June of 2017 have told me that I've come leaps and bounds further along than what they expected for me to be at this point of my life at the end of August 2018. But I think that is just the people that I'm surrounded with that are my support system. They push you. They help. Well, no, they help me push myself and try to get outside of myself every once in a while and feel that freeness again. And I mean, everyone says it takes time. It'll get better. But I don't know. We have days where it really is better. And then you have, you know, 3 nights of night terrors, even with all your medications and prescriptions and everything else under the sun. And the weirdest part is to remember the events of that particular day that has led me here. I can't remember a lot of that day at all. And the only time that becomes so vivid to me is my night terrors. Is exactly what has got me here. And that part won't leave me. And I don't know if it ever will. But it's you know, you're living in your nightmare every single day. And that's the thing that people don't understand is, yeah, we were diagnosed with an illness. Yeah, we see professionals. Yeah, we're given medications or options for treatments and whatnot. But guess what? That doesn't cure you. Everyone keeps saying when they see a different person that has taken their life, why didn't they get help? Well, they were getting help. Why did this happen? Because getting help, taking medications, talking to the right people, it's all helpful, but it doesn't take the darkness that we all have inside of us away. And when you're in that dark moment, when you're having that period of time where you can't see behind you, in front of you, beside you, anything, that darkness consumes you and you don't know how to get out of it. So when people ask me things about, well, you know, what drove you to those times in your life? When you're a teenager, you think everybody's against you. Your parents, the school, everything. That's what teenagers have to deal with. That's their darkness, or they're being bullied or whatnot. When you're in your 20s, it's the reality of, I'm not in high school anymore, and responsibilities are all mine. So anything, just the basics of reality, that normalcy can still cause somebody to have depression, to have suicidal thoughts. It's not just, oh my God, they have depression, they have anxiety, they have PTSD. That is why they took their life. No. No. We have all the options and the tools that everybody else has. But we all have darkness. And we all fight every single day to get out of it. So, finding the right things to say is hard. But just to be there for someone, whether it's to just watch a movie with them, go for a walk. We don't need, your opinions. What you think would best suit us. You don't live inside our head. And that's the problem that a lot of people don't get. But that's our reality.